Friend stole our work on a group project, so I made her work with someone she hates. Am I the a-hole?
OKOP.
This is OKOP. I'm Samuel Donner.
And I'm John Frye.
And we tell the funniest stories on the internet.
Oh, yes, we do. And Sam, have you ever been in a group project before that went awry?
I have been in many. I mean, usually it's like in high school, I was kind of the one doing all the work. In college, when I was in engineering, I did not do as much of
Switched over to the dark side.
Yeah, the dark side. Although in one of so there was this group project I did for a graphics class. So I studied engineering and there was a class that we did for like computer graphics.
Okay.
And we made the crappiest game of all time. It was like a super like memey game where it was basically like that game Asteroids.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. It was Asteroids, but I think instead of Asteroids, we put like Putin's head and Trump's head. And then like I think we put like some like Doge coin thing and then it's like Elon Musk. Like just like all the memes that were going on
in one
at that time, maybe like 2017 or something. And it was garbage. It was so garbage, especially since like some of the people were grad students and actually knew how to program. And this one team made like literally Call of Duty from scratch.
You're joking.
Yeah, it was insane. Like with like scopes and people running. It was absolutely nuts. And we did the group project and we were all kind of like not up to par on it.
Yeah.
But it turned out fine. We got like a B or something.
Oh, that works. That works.
So it wasn't necessarily terrible. In that group, we were all kind of the person that
was the lazy person.
The lazy person.
At least you were united in your laziness, you know?
We ended up turning out a product though, and it was fine.
And also, you could easily make the argument like, look at Flappy Bird. It's a stupid bird with some pipes.
Exactly.
So like, could shooting Putin's and Trump's face like with a little Dogecoin, like could that not be, a success?
The next big thing. It didn't turn out to be the next big thing.
Well, that's honestly, I think that group project ended up pretty well. I have a story of one that didn't quite end up.
Okay, let's hear it.
Friend stole our work on a group project, so I made her work with someone she hates. Am I the a-hole?
Do it.
A few weeks ago, we had an English class test. Because English was not our first language, we have class tests in which we pair up and talk about a certain topic, like the environment or something like that.
Yeah, I remember doing like those Spanish class tests where we would talk about like yo donde está and we would chat with each other. I haven't taken Spanish in years, but it was a real conversation and we were graded on that conversation. But it could be about anything. Yeah.
Was it the live conversation in front of the class type thing? Okay, got you.
Yeah, I switched to Latin after middle school.
Interesting.
Yeah, all I remember is like the songs that we did in Latin, like Salve Regina, Mater misericordiae, vita dulcedo, et spes nostra salve.
That's kind of amazing, actually.
Ate clamamus. No.
Very, very short story. In 8th grade when we took Spanish, we got extra credit if we sung the Spanish alphabet.
Oh, amazing. Could you rap it too? Or is that...
Could you rap it? Oh, bro, that's such a good idea. No one tried that. But I would sometimes just get randomly really nervous as a child. So I got up there and I didn't know it all the way. So I started singing it and I just started crying.
Oh no.
Luckily it was like everyone was like doing a test or heads down and then you just did it in front of the teacher. So it wasn't
so it wasn't in front of everyone.
Of the whole class. I remember thinking like, what is going on right now? Like, why am I crying right now? Cause like, I knew I didn't know it.
So pressure is on.
It just didn't go so well. But anyways, Opie says everyone had to choose their partner. And I chose my boyfriend, Kay.
Ooh.
What's up, Kay?
I guess that's the dream team, ideally. Yeah. Dude, a group project can make or break your relationship.
True. I never even considered that. Mm-hmm. That's a big factor. And my friend F ended up without a partner, so she asked if she could join our group. We accepted and started to prepare ourselves.
Cool.
Before our class test, we were assigned the pros and cons of our topic. So everybody would have the same chances and the same amount of arguments. So essentially, it's like not just the conversation. They have to like do a debate in English as their test.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Dude, doing a debate just in general is hard.
I know. I was like, dang, that's a pretty advanced like language test. Time was limited in this exam, meaning we only had 15 minutes and everyone needs to speak the same amount of time as the other. So 5 minutes each.
Okay.
The test starts and we start talking. And somehow F decides this is her time to shine.
Time to shine to do what?
I tell my two arguments. Next up is F. Out of the blue, she starts talking and talking and talking and talking. Kay and me look at each other in complete confusion as this is not what we agreed to.
Wait, so she's going off script and taking up the rest of the time?
She's literally just like, you know what? Let me take up the whole time so these other guys fail.
Oh no.
As if her talking all the time for herself wasn't enough, she also took the 2 talking points from my boyfriend.
Wait, so she's just trying to sabotage the whole group?
She's literally sabotaging everything.
They were nice enough to let her into the group in the first place.
Truly.
Oh
like,
my goodness.
I'll let you third wheel and you just freaking stab me in the back.
Freaking crash the whole tricycle.
Come on. When I cut her off by saying, oh, I think Kay wanted to say something, she gave me a dirty look. Ugh.
Why?
And Kay just started stuttering and said, yeah, well, I agree with F. She's right on this topic. He, of course, had learned his arguments and had no other talking points for the entire discussion we were assigned to.
Well, dude, the freaking third part of the tricycle stole everything from him.
Literally.
So,
she went from a tricycle to a unicycle.
That she did. Carrying the whole group, but in the worst possible way.
Yes. The class test ends. We go out of the room and I get really, really angry. She's just trying to laugh it off. And then I asked her really angrily, why did she do that? She then tried to explain herself. Kay and me went off alone, still mad at her. So
yeah.
Guess the explanation wasn't good enough.
What was the explanation? I can't imagine any explanation being good enough for sabotaging the group.
Now, a few weeks later, we had the same class test, but this time in French. They are multilingual out here.
This is definitely not America. Over here.
This
is Germany or something
Some
where
European
they actually
school.
speak a bunch of languages.
Even in like French 11, you would not be debating in an American school. So we got into pairs. My boo, Kay and me together, as we usually did. We usually do those kind of tests together as we harmonize so well.
Wow. What a great relationship over here, OP.
What a great high school relationship at that. And oh, wouldn't you know, our friend F comes back around.
Oh, looking for scraps.
And guess what? There's nobody left for her.
Wonder why. I wonder why. Maybe it's because you're a big a-hole.
She ponders her gaze over to us, squanders over, and asks if she can join our group. I directly told her, no, you can't.
Yeah, you can't join. You sabotaged us. You went against us.
She seemed baffled and then sulky and said that there was no one left for her to pair up with.
Oh, cry me a river.
Why?
Oh.
I told her that M was sick and she could pair up with her.
I love how like pair up with the sick absent person.
Sick kid. She freaked out and called me an a-hole as I made her pair up with someone else she hates.
Oh, big whoop. Maybe think twice about trying to sabotage your group.
So the question is, am I the a-hole?
No, you're not the a-hole.
No.
I mean, Kay is liable to just go and sabotage the project again. So why would you add her into the group? Like, you're just protecting yourself at this point. And OP was even nice enough to suggest like a solution to the problem. Like, oh, you could join this other person's group. So definitely not the a-hole. OP's even being like a really nice person by one, rejecting them from the group, but then suggesting something else.
Yeah. At least like, hey, here's an option for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But you know what else is always an option?
Ooh. Subscribing to OKOP, baby.
Yeah, subscribe on YouTube, follow us on Spotify or TikTok, and if you want to be a real one, support us on Patreon.
Oh yeah, join the ranks of Muhammad, Amanda, Will Combs, Connor Van Buren, Desiree Canterbury, Keegan Simmons, and Kathy Quigley.
See you soon.